Hi, my name's Ruth and welcome to this short video showing you how to access library materials. Starting from a Google search box, we'll type in King's College London Library and the library homepage will be the first search result. Welcome to the library homepage. You'll find lots of useful information here. But today we're going to look specifically at two parts of the web page, the library guides and library search. So let's click into the library guides. We have a guide for every subject studied at King's. We also have guides for things like referencing, plagiarism, and guides to support distance learners. But let's click into the one for War and Defence Studies. So this is the library guide for you and your subject. Along the top of the guide you'll see various different tabs, and within that you'll find really useful information on things like books, journals, databases, referencing and plagiarism. So in your own time, please do explore the guide, clicking on the various tabs. If we scroll down the home page, you'll find various different methods to get in touch, including our online chat. You can use this service by just typing in your email address, then type in your question and you'll be connected to a member of Library Services staff who'll help you with your inquiry. And we really do recommend that you contact us with anything you need help with. Now let's just look quickly at the Databases tab of your guide. Here we have recommendations for databases specific to your subject, which you can search to find journal articles and other reliable sources of information. We also recommend some really good broad social sciences databases. Social Sciences Premium Collection, for example, is a really good place to start your literature search. So that's a really brief overview of your library guide. Let's navigate back to the Library Services homepage and we'll continue with looking at library search. Library search is our catalogue and we can use it to find all the different types of library material that we subscribe to. So books, ebooks, journals, databases, and even journal articles, conference proceedings, and PCs. So welcome to Library Search. You'll see there's just a simple Google style search box. And I'll begin by searching for something specific for the journal War in History. And it's the first item in our search results. Whenever we have an online resource, you'll see this SFX at King's button, and that's where we'll click to connect. Clicking on the SFX button will give us some really important information, including which publisher is providing us with access, what years we have available to us, and how we sign in when off campus. In this case, we have two different access routes depending on what year we want to access, and it also tells us that we will need to log in using our King's username and password. So we've been brought through to the journal homepage, but we won't be able to access any of the articles until we sign in to let them know that we're from King's and we have the right to access the material. We'll usually find a sign in or a login icon or box on the top right hand corner of the journal homepage. We then need to look for an option that says Institution or Institutional Access. We then click on the option for Shibboleth, which is the method by which they verify our access. You might have used Open Athens at previous institutions, but we don't use that at King's, so always click on Shibboleth. We're then asked to identify our geographical region, so we select UK. We then select King's College London from the list of institutions. We're then brought to a King's College login page, and this is the only place where we ever enter our username and password. Once logged in, we're brought back to the journal homepage. Unfortunately, in this case, and it does happen sometimes, they've brought us back to the actual publisher homepage. But the quickest thing to do is just type in the journal title. Once you're back on the journal homepage, you'll see that you're able to access all the articles that we've subscribed to. So let's do another search, and this time we're going to look for a reference source, the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography. As we're going directly to the database, this time we can just click right through. As we're off campus, we'll still need to log in. This time, we can type in King's College London and it will appear. Remember to always spell King's with the apostrophe S. This time we haven't been brought back to a King's login page, and that's because it still remembers our details from the last resource we logged into. The Oxford Dictionary of National Biography will give us good quality, reliable information on figures throughout British history. Let's do a search for Nelson. And select the specific Nelson that we want to view. And then we can browse through the biography to check any information we might need. So back to Library Search again. And this time, instead of searching for a specific resource, let's search and see what's available on a specific topic, the Peninsular War. So you'll see we have over 30,000 search results. And as you scroll down, you'll see that we have lots of different types of information: books, journals, articles, theses. But we can make this search a little bit more specific. If we add quotation marks around the words, we'll only get search results where those two words appear side by side. And you'll see that that's lowered the number of search results we have, down to 8,000, but it's made it more specific. Let's refine our search results to only journal articles. And that's brought our search results down again to just over 3,000. We can focus our search even more by adding in another search topic. So let's add in "and Wellington." So now we only have resources that mention both the Peninsular War and Wellington. Let's refine again to articles. And select this one by Hugh Davies, clicking again on the SFX at King's button. Again, we're told which publisher is providing us with access and how we can sign in off campus. So we've been brought through directly to the article page, but we won't be able to access the full text or the PDF until we log in, again letting them know we're from King's. Look out for a login option in the top right-hand corner. We select Shibboleth and search for King's, again remembering the apostrophe. Again, we're not brought to the King's login page because it remembers us from the first resource. But the PDF is now available for us to access. And it's ours to print or download. So that's been a really brief tour of library search. We've practiced searching for two specific resources. We looked for the journal War and History, and we looked for the reference source, the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography. We also practiced searching for a specific topic. We looked at how we can make that more specific by putting the phrase Peninsular War into quotation marks, and how we can refine our topic further by adding in another search term. We searched for the Peninsular War and Wellington. We then looked at a journal article, and we've practiced signing in off campus using 3 different resources. I hope that's been helpful. Don't forget, at the beginning we looked at our library guide and we looked at our online chat service where you can get in touch at any point with any questions. Best of luck with your research.